Welcome to Strat News Global. I'm Aishwarya and today's commentary is on the G7 summit in Canada. As world leaders arrive for the summit, the Canadian Prime Minister has a host of issues to address. The summit has come at a time when the West Asian conflict has turned into a full-fledged war, with Israel attacking Iran. But along with this, their Prime Minister Mark Carney will have to find a way to balance the Trump problem. Trump's goal of making Canada the 51st state of America is in some way responsible for Carney's PM tenure. Now at the summit, he has to ensure that he treats Trump as his equal without offending him, and also while setting tone for the world that there is no need for US dependency. Other than this, Mark Carney also has to address the tariff problem that Canada faces since Trump has returned to power. The last time Canada did this with Trump, it did not end well. Trump had simply walked off without signing the G7 joint statement over disagreements over US tariffs with Trudeau. Apart from Trump, Carney is faced with multiple other challenges, such as strengthening its own critical mineral supply chain and boosting its AI capabilities.
So let's put the two aspects in context. First is we are in the role, Canada is in the role of the G7 chair, and in those discussions, as agreed with our G7 colleagues, include important discussions on energy security, on digital future, critical minerals, amongst others, and partnerships actually in building infrastructure in the emerging and developing world.
A BBC report suggests that although climate commitments are not on the agenda, discussions pertaining to it will be integrated. In 2023, Canada has faced its worst forest fire in decades, and this year is likely to be the second worst. Hence, the inclusion would be likely. Other geopolitical risks around the globe are also likely to hold seat at the table. The Russia-Ukraine war could be at its forefront, with Zelensky insisting on more sanctions on Russia. Canada's political tensions with New Delhi from last year and the resentment among Khalistanis in Canada following the killing of Hardeep Singh Nijjar will also be on the lookout, as Carney has gone ahead and invited Prime Minister Modi to the summit.
There are certain countries that should be at the table for those discussions, and in my capacity as G7 chair, in consultation with others, some others, make those determinations. India, the fifth largest economy in the world, effectively the most populous country in the world, central to a number of those supply chains, at the heart of a number of those supply chains, so it makes sense. And in addition, bilaterally, we have now agreed, importantly, to continued law enforcement dialogue. So there's been some progress on that. It recognizes issues of accountability. I extended the invitation to Prime Minister Modi in that context, and he has accepted.
This G7 summit, hosted by Canada in the presence of several non-permanent members, will be a test for Mark Carney, whose expertise of sailing through moments of crisis will be monitored quite closely. For more updates on this story, keep watching SNG News.
For more such stories, subscribe to SNG News, hit the like button and follow for more news updates.